right, are you prepared for the end of Strider, the manga, the video game?
Uh-huh.
3, 2, 1. There's only one place left for us to go. Red Dragon. Which is exactly the same as that ship, I guess, except it's painted red.
In space.
And we finally get a new theme. Now this level took a couple attempts. Here's a nice little trick. Can't actually wall jump there. Or triangle jump.
Oh, some new enemies. I like how we waited till the very last level to introduce
Nah,
these
those
guys.
are the things that killed Sheena, but this is a new enemy.
Why did you kill the robot dog?
It's the only one in the level.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, this whole level's kind of an afterthought. I mean, this obstacle, this obstacle. I mean, this one is kind of a trick because you can do the down ramp jump, but it's really tricky to get enough speed on that one, especially since you're lagging anyway, and that is just the path out if you screw up the next section. And I do skip a dialogue box that's up there, but I don't need it.
And only the vice director of the Striders.
Yeah, that's...
You obviously couldn't face the actual director of the
Well,
Striders.
he's in Japan.
Because...
Oh no, I was wrong. There was another dog.
Was.
Him. Sure. So yeah, if you jump to get away from the dog, I guess, you go up there and have to platform your way out. But you do get hit about
So wait, is that...
No, this is just another mini-boss, and this is the worst mini-boss probably, because... Even worse than the samurai guy, because the samurai guy you almost always take damage from. This guy just takes forever to kill because he only takes one hit at a time. And it's really hard to figure out when you have to hit him, because you have to hit him in midair. He just doesn't react to anything else.
Well, that's the only other time that his swords are...
Well, and it's really shoddy hit detection anyway.
I can't imagine that this game would have shoddy hit function.
Yeah, he does open his arms up, but it's not like he attacks or anything. Also, I was trying to show off that you don't get a hit off with the, Plasma Cipher. He only takes a couple hits anyway. But there is a new gimmick to this level. Since they couldn't just have us get another key, we have to destroy 2 systems.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that they're up that tube.
Yep.
And
I bet one's to the left, and one's to the right.
Actually, you'd be wrong. Well, sort of wrong. They're both up. And yes, all of those are just ones to trick you into falling down. If you press down at any time to duck under these turrets that don't have time to shoot, you would get dumped back out.
New trader. When did I become a trader?
Yeah, I don't know, because it's obviously Matic that's the trader, but we retired before this happened.
So were we like burn noticed?
I guess. I don't know.
Well,
No, because we were hired. Oh, here we go.
You know, maybe if you had read the manga.
This is the only time this song plays. And it's a really decent song, but you'll probably never hear it, because your first instinct will be to attack this thing. And... yeah, you just stick your you stick your cipher up into it. It's gone. But yeah, it's sort of like the the theme for Death Egg Zone in Sonic 2, where you'll never hear it because it only plays in the hallway before you walk over to the boss. Oh, and there's a bunch of hidden capsules here, but most of them are poison. So what did you think of Strider for the NES? Like, as a game? Don't just look at me. This is radio. Don't just look at me.
So...
Yeah.
My general thoughts on this game are that... It seems like they had some good ideas
For the NES.
for the NES, but they just, like, were so woefully inept at pulling them off.
Okay, so that cipher that's stuck in the ceiling there, that's the hint that you get for going the wrong way back at the beginning.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think my thoughts on this game are basically that they had some neat ideas,
Yeah.
but they didn't...
Their programming is terrible.
Well, they didn't execute them well, and this game is, like, really short for a game that feels like it should be a lot longer.
Yeah, if they'd made it more open-ended, I feel.
Yeah. Well, if it had been, like, a Mega Man length.
Or, like, Zelda 2, where you have an overworld, sort of, and more options on where to go with the side-scrolling.
Or even Shinobi. The Shinobi
Yeah,
games.
yeah. Where,
Like,
I mean...
That's about the length I'm
that-
thinking that would have made this game interesting, because it's like you've got a lot of like interesting powers and abilities.
By the way, fuck that guy, because he just takes way too many hits once he pops out of the ground.
Like a lot of interesting sort of notions, like some cool powers.
Yeah, but you don't ever have to use them. That's... I don't know. So here's walking outside in space. This is probably the most annoying section because you have to wait for these things to stick out and ask to be destroyed. Also, when you use your cipher while walking up a magnet floor, or magnet wall, it constantly makes the hitting the wall sound, even though you're not.
That's really annoying.
Oh, just wait.
How long is this section?
Oh, no, this is almost done. I'm saying just wait until the next game. If you thought that was annoying.
It's not enough.
We'll get more wine. Don't worry. I always kind of wanted... I wish... When I
always
was a kid,
kind of wanted this game to not be
to end. So yeah, this is what you'll usually do. You'll never hear that fucking song.
No, see, I, as a small child, could have the main tree. What?
Yeah, I don't know why we needed that hint. Like, it was placed right in our way.
No, as a small child, I would have walked into the room and gone, it's too easy just to hit it.
Yeah, you probably would have, like, tried to use fire or something.
Well, I would have, like, walked around and, like, looked for, like, a context button or something. Well, not in the NES era.
No.
In the NES era, I would just go, Mom!
This,
I'll fully admit there were parts of games as a small child that I made my mother platform my way through.
that's pretty embarrassing. The only game my mother ever played was Echo the Dolphin, and she freaked out when, you summoned the aliens and put the controller down and never picked it up again.
Yeah, but the difference is my mom was actually good at video games and played them on her.
My mom plays a lot of, Breakout on the iPad, whereas your mom is more hardcore, she does the Candy Crush.
She's discovered Candy Crush.
Huh?
She's discovered the Candy Crush.
No.
She used to play Zelda and shit all the time. Like original Zelda.
And then they stopped making good Zelda games.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa,
Whoa.
edgy.
You're gonna melt some steel fucking beams.
I'm getting the meat sweats. Oh, so he has a conference room just like ours.
And why does he have a star?
That's just part of his character design. You'd think this is where you would fight him, that would be awesome, but no, you have to walk into a different room. They had to load a whole palette just for that.
Yep. And give us another one of these.
Another one of these guys. This is... I hate this mini-boss. It's just stupid.
Well, see, this is one of those sins of gaming design that people commit. Oh, for fuck you!
Boss Rush.
This is one of those things that, like, that games committed a cardinal sin of now, which is, we must have an end boss fight.
Yeah. This game could have been just fine. Although, I will say, I do really like the fight with Matic once we fucking get to it. And
I don't mind boss rushes. Like, that's one of my favorite parts about the Mega Man games, is getting to do the boss rush at the end.
It's basically like a challenge of your absolute skills.
Well, because you're like, super powerful now, and you can just go in and bitch slap somebody with their, with their weakness
and
that you might not have had when you were going through the
Theoretically, that's what this would be, except, it's fucking terrible.
Except for you're basically like Kai, and that you have a lot of cool buttons, you just never need to press them.
Yeah. Here we go. So, Matic is unique in that basically all,
he looks awesome.
All Special A Striders have their own unique weapon. Hiru's is the regular Plasma Cipher. Matic's is a two-handed Cipher, which means that if we just melee him, he will knock it out of our hands and disarm you. The only way to defeat him is to knock his Cipher out of his hands with the Plasma Arrow.
Wait, did you just beat the game?
No, there's still Yggdrasil.
The Tree of Life.
Yeah, but,
Wait, so is this what that one Korean K-pop MMO video is about?
Yes, it is.
The Tree of Life?
Yeah.
The good forces...
Be careful,
the good forces and the red forces, and it's really weird for a Korean MMO or a Korean K-pop song to talk about the red forces taking over.
Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of weird, but
then on the other hand, half of that band is Chinese, so...
Oh, okay. Well, they have taken over then. And here we go, this is where
So this is what's really weird to me about this, is there's no... And you know my feelings on, like, exposition and how you don't have exposition in video games, right?
Right.
It needs to make some sort of sense. So without knowing anything about the Strider universe...
Right.
Like, I guess if you had purchased the manga for me...
Yes.
Well, actually, if you had purchased the manga and read it yourself, because I don't know.
Oh, by the way, Hiru just decided to walk away from re-returning to the Striders.
Until the next game. Oh, wait.
Yeah. That's the thing.
This is a good cutscene. This is actually one of the better cutscenes in a Jumander LP.
Well, for one thing, I didn't have to re-record it in a separate system.
That's a little Ultima 9 reference for those of you unfamiliar with.
It's also better animated than a lot of the Ultima 9 cutscenes.
It's not as well animated as Starfleet Academy Online, Star Trek Bridge Simulator. Jesus Christ. I still need to finish.
Yeah, there was an actual sequel, but most of the Strider games are just remakes of the arcade version.
Although this, you know what this reminds me of a little bit at the beginning of?
Ninja Gaiden?
Well, it's very Ninja Gaiden, but I was actually thinking, like, more modern. The sword game, the PSP sword game, whose name I'm not... Vita sword game, whose name...
Oh, Muramasa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the only close-up of the cipher that we get.
It's a really dumb design.
Yeah, it's terrible. But
It's
at least it's somewhat unique.
Well, you know what? I just summed up this game.
It's really terrible.
But it's kind of a unique design.
Yeah.
Why is the fucking...
I love these credits. It's by its all. Thanks, everybody.
No, why are the credits, like...
over a desolate, like, landscape?
No, that's not it.
Why are they slanted?
Yes.
Why is everybody using a pen name? Oh, well, I mean, besides the fact...
Linda.
Yeah, thanks, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
I worked with Linda once. Music composed.
Do you know how you get diamonds?
Mrs. Terumi. Now,
That
this
sounds
is
like
a
a
pretty
drag
good
queen.
song.
That sounds like a drag queen. Mrs. Terumi.
Yeah.
And you know...
Sub-members were a Tanuki, which explains a lot of the content. He just said that he was going to give them program code, and... Oh, here's the programmer.
Who are you?
Who's the one to blame?
Zach.
Oh, I knew it!
Zick for Zach.
Whoa!
That's somebody's bad game username.
Capcom. Thanks a lot, Capcom.
You did great things later in your life.
Yeah.
This, not one of your shining moments.
I think it was, honestly.
So, I hear tell that there will be more Strider.
There will be more Strider. Not on this system, unfortunately.
Thank Jesus.